We're going to make sure we've got a good position. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, about a fist distance gap in between the knees. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, and we want to make sure that we've got even weight bearing through all 4 points, okay? So if you're a little bit weaker in the upper body, your tendency is going to be to sit in this sort of position, and you might not even be aware of it. So just having that awareness to think, right, where's my head in relation to my hands? If it is sitting in between the hands, you need to bring it so it's forwards, okay? So let's start. We're going to just gently take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to tip the tailbone up, push the breastbone down, look up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to change direction. So using the tailbone as our reference, then shoulders and head looks down. So you're just gently moving through each part of the spine. You're trying to think about the sequence being fluid, moving vertebra by vertebra. And again, watch out for weight transference. So it's not like this and like this, okay? You're not transferring, you're keeping everything pretty much locked down. So you're working through the spine, you're looking up, and then you're going to gently tuck the tailbone under and let the head look down. So I'm not too fussed which direction you breathe in and which you breathe out. It's entirely up to you, with it, whichever's more comfortable. We'll do one more in each direction. Trying to really work through each section of the spine segmentally. And then you're going to come back into your neutral position. So in that position, you should have a nice long flat back, okay? So try not to let your hips just sink. You want to keep the pelvis in neutral, shoulders away from the ears, heads in alignment. So often I see people like this, or loads of tension like here. Relax the shoulders, squeeze them together so you've got them switched on and the head is in alignment. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work on a little bit of side mobility. So you're going to let the head look towards the left side of the hips, and the hips are going to look towards the head. So it's a little bit of a stretch. Back to the middle. I'll turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. So it's like this. Head to the side, back to the middle. So it's like almost like a little curve, C curve, and then a backward C curve, alright? So you inhale as you prepare, and you're going to exhale. The head and the hips are coming to look at each other. Inhale back to centre. Exhale, look to the other side. Again, try and keep the weight fairly midline into the centre so you're not doing all of this sort of thing. It's all about really making sure we've got good position, core control, and we're just starting to mobilise the spine. If anybody's wrists are starting to ache, you can place them into fists, okay? And you can intermittently change from fists to flat hands. Looking towards the other side. We're going to do one more each side. Try and finish on the opposite side of which you began. And then come back to centre, relax the shoulders. Now if you do need it, you can always come out, give yourself a little bit of a shake and a stretch, and then come back in, because we've got a couple more exercises back in that position, alright? So just making sure you get into that good position, taking the time to manage and draw the belly button in. Okay, so we're going to take the left hand, we're going to place it on the hip, and we're going to look towards that elbow, and then you're just going to gently replace, and then you're going to change direction. So you're going to place the hand on the hip, look towards the elbow, pull the elbow in and back down. So your breath in as you open up and back down. And again, deep breath in and exhale. Making sure that the spine stays nice and long, and it's all about the chest. Okay, so this is really working on opening the chest, mobilising the upper back and the neck. I'm going to do one more each side. Look up, pull the elbow in, back down, last one, and back down again if you need to. Remember, you've got options, wrists into fists, or if you need to, just stretch. Alright, so last one, you're going to take the right arm, you're going to bend the left arm, and you're going to look underneath. You're not going to quite touch the floor with your head, and come back. Left arm underneath the right arm, not quite touch the floor with your head, and back. Okay, look under and back, and again under and back. Do 2 more each side, so just looking under and back, and under we go, and back. So you're breathing out and in, and exhale and in. Relax down in a child's pose. Just give your wrists a little stretch. Don't worry, we're not coming back up into that position. So we're done there. Take some nice steady breaths. Remember, if you struggle to get your forehead on the mat, place your hand in a fist and rest your forehead down, and that'll just take a little bit of stress off the neck. Okay, so we're going to come up into a seated position. So what I normally recommend is placing a block in between the knees. So we're going to start with the feet on the mat, ankles running through to the knees, to the hips. What I find is sometimes if you pop a block in, people are tending to sit like this or sit like this, okay? So just check that you've got a good position. I haven't got a block, but I've got Oscar's it's a squirrel. I'll pop that there, so it would look like that, okay? So it's just a way of maintaining that neutral position in the knees. So we're going to lengthen up out of the waist. Now if it's too difficult, you can have the legs a little bit further away and all the way down, but again that then poses problems if you are really tight. Then it's sometimes sitting like this, okay? So bending the knees is normally an easier option. Alright, so we're going to start off by taking the arms up. Inhale, exhale. Now as we do this, if you're a bit tight in your upper back or your neck, when you take your arms up, just be mindful that you're then not having to do this or you're starting to curve down, okay? Elbows can bend a little bit if you find that is easier. So that takes it a little bit lighter. So you're going to inhale, exhale. Deep breath in and engage. So you look back nice and long to start off with. Inhale and engage, exhale. 2 more. Inhale and engage. Deep breath in and exhale. Placing the hands just behind the thighs. Inhale, prepare. You're going to exhale and come off your sit bones and just gently scoop the lower back. And then you're going to inhale forwards and extend. So you're going to inhale, exhale, relax the head, let the lower back scoop, let the arms be light. Inhale, exhale. So just tummy in. Inhale and up. 2 more. Light on the arms so you're not gripping. It's just gently pulling it in. Relax the head. Inhale. And exhale as you come down for the last one. Drawing the belly button in. And stretching up. Get rid of your block. Place the soles of the feet together. And if you have got 2 blocks and you find it easier, place 2 blocks underneath. If you're quite tight, it can help just ease the stretch of the hips and just allow those knees to relax down towards the mat, easing through the hips. Exhale, let it go, opening up, a couple more breaths, and exhale, last one, and exhale, okie doke. Last little stretch, coming down onto the mat. I'm going to hook the knees in towards the chest, circle the knees round in one direction and change direction And then come back to centre, take the hands out onto the cross. You're going to take the knees to the right and the head to the left. Both shoulder blades are going to stay on the mat. And you want to try and keep the knees in contact with each other and together. You just look at towards that opposite hand, nice stretch through the spine. Waking the back up. Then you're going to come back to centre. Over to the other side. Gentle stretch, trying to keep those knees together, arms, shoulders on the mat. And then come back to centre and gently come up into a seated position. Centre yourself, take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, feeling good, happy, healthy, ready for Tuesday. Nice deep breath in. And then you bring in the hands together. Give yourself a round of applause. You've done really